Well, yeah, isn't that effectively what Chris Botta said earlier today? Going like, it seems that it's going to be up to Malkin right now.
Yes.
Well,
So
we'll see what happens.
let's pull that up because I sent this to Mitch before we got started here, about an hour before we started recording. Let's pop this up on the screen. It's a little bit of a longer tweet, but I'll read it. He says, all I can say right now is there's been a surprise amount of buzz about potential changes with the Islanders.
Mhm.
I've heard personally from several people in the know who seem to believe there will be job openings. However, I'm extremely guarded by this. My concern is that all the Malkin is seriously evaluating getting more involved from invaluable insiders like Elliott is a product of calculated strategic PR from the ownership camp just to assure fans that Malkin cares. I get it. I've done it in previous jobs. It's smart messaging and positioning. Malkin is well aware that a good portion of the fan base and season ticket base is unhappy. But I will say again, there's smoke, and that's a bit stunning to me, to be completely candid. If changes are made, I hope they're not just cosmetic. An assistant coach fired, a few people further down the staff directory reassigned or let go, a new hire. It will be surprising, but welcome and exciting, speaking for myself, if Malkin enacts real change and makes progressive moves to build the future for the Islanders. One, your thoughts on this quote, and two, your thoughts on Lou and Patrick Waugh not being available at cleanout day. Is there a connection, I guess is my question.
That could be something. Now, that certainly could be something, because if they're going to be available, that's typically when they are, right? Like
Yeah,
that's what they're
usually.
supposed to be. But even Elliot Friedman on his 32 Thoughts had said something along the lines that there's a lot up in the air, right? So like, I'm going to trust Elliot first here. Sorry, Chris, he's not on my top trust list. Elliot certainly is, and Elliot is basically saying the same thing, that it's all coming down to Scott Malkin, and Scott Malkin hasn't decided what he wants to do. Is this, as Chris says, lip service and just good messaging to like show like, oh, we're doing our due diligence?
It could
Maybe,
be. Yeah.
but like that seems like a waste of time. We're gonna put it out there. Like, why would they care that much? Like, oh, well, they're mad, so we're gonna make them think that we're okay. That's either do it or don't. They're not gonna give a shit. Like, I don't think they're gonna waste their time on little games like that. Do you?
No, yeah, it feels very like, it does feel like a game. It's either do it or don't do it. That's where I'm at too.
I just don't think that people making these millions and millions of dollars are going to waste their time on games. I'm not saying that they're always making the right decisions, because that's clearly not the case.
No, and there
But
was
they've got better things to do than this.
and there was that article that came out about how much money Scott Malkin was losing
Mhm.
on UBS. So that, with that coming out, and then the rumblings of, hey, maybe there will actually be changes, that just gives me some pause, because for a little bit it was that I feel like they're just going to run this back. And maybe that was more just Lou talking definitively because he is in the job until he's told that he isn't. And he's just going to talk about how, like, what he wants to do with this
Mhm.
team, which is fair from his side. Right. But maybe there is something more to this, I guess, is the point.
Yeah. To me, it's going to be contracts. If anyone is signed to a contract in the next couple of days, that's the one you're like, okay, he's here. But
Yep.
we haven't seen any contracts. Even Kyle Palmieri, right? Kyle
No,
Palmieri was not traded because apparently he was going to be re-signed. And where's that contract, man?
there hasn't been like, oh, even they agreed to a 2-year deal. We don't know what the number is. It was like, oh, they working to re-sign him, and then crickets since then.
Exactly. So like, again, once a contract is signed and made official, then it's clear that Lou is here. But until that happens, I'm not necessarily going to totally believe it. But I don't know what the hell to believe. So we'll see. I'd like to see some change, but if there's rumblings, there's something.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.